section. We gonna get to your section. We know he on side the section. Where you from? Where's Clemmye birth and born?
Man, I'm from a little bit of everywhere, man. My younger days, you feel me? Like, I was born here in Toledo. And then, like, we did a lot of moving. My pops moved to California. So we lived in Oakland for a little bit, LA for a little bit. And we lived in San Bernardino. As I got of age, I did, like, my first grade year out there.
No, and that's why I asked that, because I always hear you speaking to Cali.
Yeah.
But it never be, like, really touched on.
Yeah. So it was just, those were some of your years when you just really start doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
that's how it
you
was.
feel me? So when I started, really getting into, like, music and shit, my Uncle Craig had moved down there. He would take me to concerts and shit. We was learning, NWA was crazy back then, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But we was getting a lot of this stuff before y'all had stuff here,
no,
you know what I'm saying? So,
that's where I'm from. Y'all think I just be saying Compton? No, that's home.
Yeah, we lived out there. We lived in Compton for like 6 months. We stayed in all the little spots.
San Bernardino, Valley, you know what I'm saying? My dad, rest in peace, that's where he ran my mom, took my mama too, and then we ran back from over there. So, niggas be thinking like, I just, oh, you trying to be like you Cali? Nah, I saw this. Like,
it was
these was the niggas I saw. Like I'm at my most comfortable is in khakis and chucks. Like that's my uniform.
It was definitely different, man. It was different, and it's just different type of people with different mindsets.
So when did you get over here?
So not till I got to the second grade. We moved back to Toledo, and we was always supposed to go back, we just never did.
And when you moved back to Toledo, where was you at?
So soon as we moved back, we moved on Door and between Parkside and Evesham. It's like a blue duplex my dad owned.
Oh, okay.
So he that was the first house we stayed in, and we moved across the street. He still owned the house. We just bought houses. We bought the big brown house behind Otis Barbershop on Addington.
Yeah.
So those was my first.
I got crazy stories.
So those was my first years. So that's how I know Magic Wand.
Oh, okay.
You see, that's how we go back to when we was kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Magic Wand, Marcus Basil, all that. You know what I'm saying? These was like my first friends. I didn't went to Hell though. We just stayed over there.
In that section.
I just lived over there.
Yeah. Potomac.
Yeah. But we really never stretched that far out until we got older. But when we was younger, it really just was Woodstock. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We never really stretched into the valley, nobody really went over there. When we was kids, we all stayed in the section. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I already know that.
Yeah,
Let me tell you about your dad's house. I was at Ali's hustling. I was trying to switch spots. I had got into something on Oakland Northern area. So I went to the Vilgas, my homies. That's their area. Like, oh, you can come up to the parking lot and be going. So I go to the lot, I'm hustling. They got a homie that in the house.
In the
house. Yeah. So boom, y'all go through the back door. I guess they surveillance in this house. So they tried to come through the back door. Police, boom, rain. I'm out the front. I'm across the parking lot. I'm up Potomac. Boom, through the brown parking. Over a gate, over another gate, to the other houses they surveillance in the house at. So when I come through on the park side, I'm walking up the side of the house, dude coming like, hey, get out right here. So I'm thinking it's just
a regular person.
Shut the fuck up. Go up top, boom, boom, boom. They done got me talking about I was trafficking out of the house. Now I never knew that was your dad's house, so I didn't meet your dad until I came home. I be with my family, at that time. I was working with the Detroit boys.
They had that whole apartments and shit.
Yeah, the whole building section.
I got smoked in there back then, and it just was like a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was so crazy. They were just over
being afraid of doing parties. I was just killing my eyes over there. Music didn't kick into the late, man. I always liked music. I always loved music, man. I was like, and I mean like all music. I think why I'm so good is because my father and, like I said, my uncle. Like California probably did it for all of us because we was listening to everything. Like what's crazy about when you hear stories, like funny stories about like Bobby Brown, right? And people be like, Whitney Houston, man, she talking about Bobby Brown was the king of R&B. And, niggas laugh about Bobby Brown. But back then, in California, nigga Bobby Brown. Nigga, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like real rap. When you think about man, the type of hits, he had like a CD, had like 9 singles on it. Yeah, like you feel me? Like people don't just do that. Like it was crazy back then. Like, and those was the things we was listening to. Tony. You know what I'm saying? Like and older, you know, Surface, like types of things like real music. You know, my dad's favorite artist was Sade. You know what I'm saying? So like my music catalog was different when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It was different. These are things that we playing.
So what age do you feel like you got interested?
So I'm gonna tell you. So I never really was. Not till late. Like a lot of people don't know, it's not till late. So I always would write raps. So when I was a kid, my first time writing a rap was me and my cousin Rennie was at that house on Addington at the time. Rest in peace, my cousin Rennie. And he was writing a rap, and he like we both gonna write a rap. I was 10. I remember. Yeah. I was 10. He older than me. He was like 13. And his rap was so dope. I still remember some of his rap. But his rap was so dope. I'm like, oh man, I gotta find out how I rap like that. So I always start writing raps, and then like I said, once I got to junior high, I was a big Bone fan. I used to try to rap fast.
You used to rap like that?
Oh man, that's all I would do.
I can't see it.
And then we would do it in school. You feel me? And we had everybody be surrounded. So everybody I went to school, we used to be like, man, we used to be killing.
What junior high you went to?
I went to a lot of them. See, by the time I was getting kicked out of school and stuff like that.
Clemmye was getting kicked out, y'all.
Man, I got kicked out of school so much when I was a kid. It was crazy. Like I said, my dad died. You know, my dad was killed when I was in junior high.
Okay.
You feel me? So, you know, I had a lot of, you know, moving around and, you know, not a lot of guidance and stuff. So I was just, you know, and I was, you know, young and confused and, you know, I wasn't a bad kid, but that's what's crazy about it. That's why I don't allow my kids to go to schools like I want to. I don't allow public schools and all that because they're not really taking care of the kids. I was a kid who wasn't taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Properly. I got suspended 49 times in high school, and I graduated early when I was 17 because I was smart, but I always get kicked out of school, always.
Why they just kick you out of the program?
They couldn't. It was justifiable. I had a bunch of hearings. You know, but I ain't doing shit for real. You know what I'm saying? I was never in no gang. I ain't never been in a fight in school. I ain't sell drugs. I'm not a problem kid. I'm just, as I got